So I got it good cleaned up and started looking at all the different welds, and I got quite a few cracked welds that I will have to repair. And let me show you that. I grinded a few of them just to see, and you can see these ribs are cracked. They got a hole in the boat right here where they put some epoxy. Got a few cracks, some more cracks. So that's what I got going on. And my plan is still to cut this bench seat out in the middle. And I got a few more cracked welds. You can see where they tried to repair those welds and it just didn't work out. But I hit a snag. When I started to get ready to weld the aluminum. My aluminum wire feed machine died. So this is my wire feed machine that I had. It's a Lincoln. This machine is probably over 30 years old. It's a little MIG machine. It does aluminum, stainless, mild steel. But with that, I have some aluminum to weld. So went to good old Northern Tool and bought a new machine. This is the clutch. This is an AC/DC machine. So I'll be able to TIG all of these cracked welds here. And it's a stick and TIG machine. So that's where we are. A little bit setback. I wasn't expecting to have to buy a new welding machine. But I do have old tried and true Miller here in the back. Excuse my messy shop. It's a transformer machine, so it's it doesn't do aluminum. It is an AC/DC, but it's not a high frequency machine, what you would need for TIG. But I tell you what, these new inverter machines, from being accustomed to welding with this style machine and moving over to these inverter machines, night and day. You talk about a learning curve for me. I've been welding aluminum and been welding for many years, and it was a learning curve. So we're gonna get after it. We're gonna get all of these welds cleaned up, all of these cracks cleaned up. That way I can get in there and weld them up. Then once we get that done, we're gonna start working on getting the front of the boat cut off. And I have all my aluminum to replace all of that. So that's us. Let's get started. We encountered a bit of a setback with the boat restoration project when I discovered just how many broken welds were scattered throughout the hull. Despite this, we love a good challenge, so we dove in, starting by grinding out all of the old welds and cleaning up the area. Getting in and out of the boat proved to be quite the workout, but we were making progress. But after hours of grinding, I realized it was time to take the boat off of the trailer. This allowed easier access in and out of the boat. With the welds cleaned up, the area free from shavings, we made sure everything was spotless, as any debris can ruin a good weld. I noticed the gap between the floor and the rib, so I propped up the boat to apply some pressure to close the gap, which worked surprisingly well. This boat has been sitting in a field filled with water for years. The aluminum was heavily corroded and pitted. And after sanding down most of the corrosion, I began to weld the rib cracks. As you can see, this wasn't the most comfortable task, with the foot pedal in constant use to control the welder. Things were heating up quickly and getting cramped. So I decided to change things up and prop up the boat on its side for a different angle. But working that foot pedal while standing outside of the boat wasn't any easier. After a few additional welds, I quickly realized I need to adjust my strategy again. So I ended up putting the boat back in place and refocusing. After some more cleaning, I decided it was time to remove the middle seat to give myself enough room to finish the remaining welds comfortably. This middle seat in a way just wasn't going to cut it. So we're in the process of cutting this seat out. So I'm cutting all of the welds, and I'm doing that with a little oscillating bit I call a little buzz saw. But that's what we're doing now. Didn't take very long. I got all of this cut out. I'm going to show you a little bit on how I'm doing it. Here we go, all the way. So the blades that I'm using are these Milwaukee's, a titanium, and it fits a multiple different. This is just a universal fit, but it's working pretty good. So we're going to finish cutting out all of this side, and then we're going to be able to remove the bench seat. So we used a little saw to cut all around the edge, all the little bottoms, and all on the side. So we should be able to get it right up just like that. Wow. So that's the foam that was in it. This foam is saturated. Cool deal. So there we go. So what I will do is I got a piece of real heavy angle iron that I'm gonna make a brace right here, because I want to make sure I got it supported and not have it just without any support. I think it'll be fine, but I'm not going to take any chances. I will put a support right here. So sweet. Boy, look all the room it makes now, having that bench out of there. I'm not really worried about cleaning all of these edges, because that's all going to be covered. But yeah, I like it. Super cool. We'll get it cleaned up. I gotta finish cleaning up these areas where I can weld it all up. Once that's welded, I'll get this piece put in, and then we can start making our center console. Cool. We got all the ribs welded up. Put this piece of angle iron going across where we took the bench seat out. I went ahead and ended up re-welding every single one of them just to be on the safe side. So we're going to put it on the trailer and on to the next phase. So the next thing that I'm going to start working on is I'm going to turn the bench seat into a center console. We got us a 1/8 sheet of aluminum here. So, yep. There we go.